My friend and I went camping the way Florida kids always do, deep in the swamp, near the tracks, where the world feels older and quieter. It was our favorite place. We had been there numerous times, always had a good time. We set up camp, built a fire pit, watched the sun sink low over the water. The sky burned orange and violet, reflected perfectly in the black swamp. Frogs sang, insects droned, and an alligator minding its own business slid past us without a ripple, uninterested in us completely. It was peace, kind of feels earned. When the sun disappeared, the sound began. At first it was distant yelling, carried strangely across the water. The words weren't English, they didn't even sound modern. Voices rose and fell together, urgent and angry, like something building momentum. As darkness closed in, the sound grew closer. Firelight flickered. Full moon came and went behind clouds. Then we saw them. Out in the swamp, moving through knee-deep black water, were dozens of figures, ancient warriors locked in violent combat. Bows snapped, arrows flew, tomahawks spun through the air. They fought with a ferocity that felt emotional as much as physical. Rage and grief tangled together. Water splashed violently beneath them. We couldn't move. I asked my friend, what are we looking at? She whispered, I don't know. That's when one of them stopped. He turned slowly, stared directly at us, shouting something sharp in his native tongue, and pointed. The sound that follows was a scream, not a pain, but warning. Before we could react, something hissed through the air. My friend cried out and dropped to her knees. An arrow had punched clean through her shoulder, pinning her momentarily to the earth. Blood soaked her shirt. She screamed, and that broke whatever spell had us frozen. In the distance, the train horn blasted. Headlights cut through the trees, lighting the rails and clearing in harsh white. I ran toward the tracks, waving frantically. The train slowed and stopped, metal shrieking. The engineer jumped down. He was furious, yelling about trespassing and calling the police. And I kept screaming, pointing back toward the swamp. He finally looked. What the hell? 4 warriors were turning towards us now, their faces unreadable, eyes fixed. The engineer didn't ask questions anymore. He pulled out his radio and shouted that he needed police now, immediately. Then he yelled for us to run. As he turned, he tripped over the rail, fell hard, and hit his head. He didn't move. I grabbed my friend, dragging her toward the tracks, terror giving us strength we didn't even know we had. Sirens came fast. By the time the police arrived, lights flashing, boots hitting gravel, the swamp went silent. No warriors, no movement, no disturbance in the water, just darkness and frogs and the smell of swamp. The officers treated my friend, asked questions we couldn't answer, searched the area and found nothing. No arrows, no tracks, no signs of a fight. The engineer eventually came to, swearing he saw it too, though his voice shook when he said it. The next day, I couldn't let it go. I searched records, maps, histories, and I found it. The Creek and the Seminole Indians had a conflict, battle that was fought in the swamps right there, that exact stretch of land. You see, since that night, my friend carries a scar through her shoulder that doctors, they can't explain. But I carry something worse. Dreams of shouting voices, pointing fingers, and the feeling of being seen somewhere we should have never been. The swamp hasn't forgotten us, and I don't think it ever will. Hey y'all, thanks for watching Wendy's Mysterious Trains. You never know where her trains might take you. All right, y'all, we'll see you the next time. Much love, God bless, and peace out.